champion. We are here. When we have special guests on the show, we like to have them at least bring one topic to the forefront,
yes, sir,
to the fold, for us to dissect and us to get into, possibly agree or rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we agree. But the many ways how we can
shoot out.
Oh, you want to shoot out?
Let's
I don't
do
think
it.
you want that.
I ain't here for no reason.
Okay.
I'm
I don't think you want this shootout, Debo. But one of the main topics we're going to address here today is how to improve battle rap. And this can go for this is very general.
Yes.
We talk about the business sides, the battle rappers, the PG. It's so many ways you can address this. So I want to see what you have to say before we poke at the situation.
Let me see.
Shout out to Jaguar, man.
We need to improve battle rap immensely. I mean, I always call it the glass ceiling. That's my theory. Like, we hit the glass ceiling, and generally, we haven't broke it yet. We got to break the glass ceiling. There's many ways to do that, whether monetizing, what we just talked about before visually, audience attendance, venues. There's different things, man. But one thing we do have to do that's a big concern is make our own industry and not rely on, say, other entertainment industries such as music and movies or whatever. When I say that, I'm saying be proud of what we're doing so we can take it to the next level and have the fans that back us financially, support our battles and everything, you know, condition their minds to want to take us to the next level, because we need them. Without them, we're nobody. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel anyway. To create that industry and show the other industries that look down on us to be like, we're a money-making, you know, entity.
So how do we go about doing what you're talking about? Because it sounds good. You look good saying it. I'm saying shout out to Beloved. But how? Execution is a main factor. It's nice to talk about things, but how do we get to that
Execution
point?
is always a main factor, and we gotta look within the leaders of said, you know, of this industry to execute. You know what I'm saying?
You want to shoot out?
We talking about the
Want to shoot out?
Let's talk it. We want having a shootout. I'm not afraid of you guys.
I'm not attacking you.
We're here for a reason.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about the we talking about the URLs of the world. You know what I'm saying? They got to lead us to where we need
It's
to
just
go.
URLs?
Not just URLs. There's Queen of the Rings. There's King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm honest with my
Go ahead.
own company.
Get your round though.
We need to, you know, I break those companies down into categories because they're all useful in every way. King of the Dot have the Caucasian brothers and sisters down locked. We need them, you know what I'm saying, to turn the dollar. You know, we have URL, which is the biggest platform in battle rap. That's what we look at, you know, the streets, you know, barbershops, we all talk about URL and whatnot. Queen of the Ring is self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? That's genderfied as far as like the gender of women. You know what I'm saying? That's the audience that we dig into. And so on and so forth. But I'm saying all that to say that we need to upgrade what we do to have our audience be proud of, to want to back us even more into a bigger platform, so to speak, like say a Madison Square Garden, continue to do a Webster Hall or what have you. So like,
so you're saying
if you see, I'm not finished. Okay. If you see, look the difference between I don't want to too much compare, but like Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out is on tour right now. They use the freestyle. They use the freestyle battles, which came from the culture, wild style, right?
You got some more battle.
But when you looking at audience, it's crazy. It's damn near like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, probably 10,000 people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Why battle rap can't have that? You understand what I'm saying? If we can go on tour and do that, this is what we're here for.
Okay.
If we can do that, then battle rap can take itself to a higher level.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jay Black.
You know my rebuttals are short and simple, short and sweet.
Go ahead.
One of the reasons I think we can't do that because it's already stripped away from us. Wild 'N Out has that in a sense. Drop the Mic.
Right.
Epic Rap Battles. So the larger market that we're trying to get into, it's already been taken.
But they took what battle rap is about and condensed it.
Okay.
For something for the audience to digest.
Yeah.
To you know, and that's what it is. I mean, we're lengthy. Battles are damn near 30, 40 minutes and whatnot. Yeah. Really, nobody wants to stay there for a 30, 40-minute battle, and nobody knows the backstories to these battles.
And a lot of the battles don't have backstories.
Right. But we have our own infrastructure as far as our audience. We have our own audience. We just got to do something.
We need a bigger audience, right?
Yeah, we need a bigger audience.
Well, how can you compete with Odell Beckham battling? Mm-hmm. How do you compete with Ashton Kutcher battling? Mm-hmm. name? Dr. Phil battling. Shaquille O'Neal. Why don't we have our... Oh, you telling me Shaquille O'Neal rocks with our battle rappers? But he'd rather go to Drop the Mic? Oh, hold on. You on trial now, Debo. You got to speak for legal on this. Okay. Why is Shaquille O'Neal battling on Drop the Mic? Why is Kevin Hart? He rock with battle rap. They rock with our battle rappers. Why are they on Drop the Mic?
That's a rhetorical question, Jay Black. At the end of the day, you know they're superstars, so they're going to get that look. They're going to get the audience.
But they're so big, they
come with their own built-in fan base.
But Drop the Mic, I feel like Shaquille O'Neal, being on Drop the Mic does not really benefit Shaquille O'Neal, like, because you're Shaquille O'Neal. Right. You've reached the highest. You're God status. You can't hit me up like Drop the Mic. No. If I wanted somebody to talk to Shaquille,
right,
very nicely,
right, to say what?
To say we love what you. Not even about money, a respect thing. We love to have. I don't know, something. Because there's no reason he should be picking Drop the Mic when he rocks for our culture.
Right. So you're saying to bring all that energy he's doing with Drop the Mic to bring it over here to battle rap.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
fake battle.
That's unnecessary.
Put it out.
We take what we do serious. Come on, Jay Black. You know what you talking about.
You talking about expanding the audience, making the audience bigger, right?
Right. But we got to expand the audience, make the audience bigger within ourselves, not with these stars that's battling and doing this fugazi battle shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make this shit happen for ourselves to expand our brands, to make it bigger within the culture. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to come in and say, look, we got our own infrastructure as far as the fan bases are going. We got their dollar. They're spending money on us. So when they see numbers, it's all about numbers. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, you're right.
Let's get there. Let's take it there. It's all about numbers. Okay, so when the white man, I feel you. I know Mr. Analytics. I know Mr. Analytics, but when they see our numbers, they know that we ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of people, whether you want to call them culture vultures or whoever, that's seeped into our numbers and say, oh, yo, they got millions of views, man.
So we're so divided that when everybody else see our numbers, they come in and say, hold on, I can do this myself.
Right.
So you got your total slaughters, right?
Right.
What else you got? What was it?
Was that as successful as it's supposed to be, though?
No.
Be honest.
No, it was not.
They tried it.
I didn't do it again. But I
was enjoying your dialogue. My apologies.
But I believe it comes with production, and
you have good production.
It's not there yet,
okay.
and that is the. I'm just saying the overall make battle rap look pretty, because I watched the battle. RBE, salute to RBE and what they do, but I watched Averb and Murder Mook just appear on stage like nothing.
Right.
There should have been a scene. Make a spectacle. This is one of the biggest battles that happened in recent years. They can't just pop up on stage. There has to be some type of theatric, some drama into them getting on stage. That, as a fan, that was garbage. The way they appeared on stage, there should have been a walkthrough.
That's in battle rap in general, though. Only person that capitalized on a walkthrough was Loaded Lux. That's him too.
Yeah,
recording too. It's the thing about it. He spent money. He spent money on his own production.
King Dot did it as well with the Oxymoron battle. Disaster walked out to one.
So we're talking about
Tiger.
Yeah, we're talking about 3 battles in the past 10 years.
That has to happen. You can't be lazy.
Tech, it's all about creativity. What you're saying actually is like a WWE show. Like somebody comes down the aisle, jumps in the ring, grabs the mic, talk, you know what I'm saying? Then somebody else comes out, the music is playing, and all that stuff. I understand what you're saying. It don't have to be that deep. But at least give us some type of production where the showmanship leads to something where they want to take it.
Okay. See, the mindset you have is beautiful because Loaded Lux has that. I feel like a lot of battle rappers, it could be on the battle rap too. Loaded Lux would not come out against Arsenal until his man announced who he was. The man, the myth, the legend, the god, the guy from this and that Harlem. Harlem's own.
He came out with the Bruce Lee, with the outfit, like
showmanship.
But some of the battle rappers, they probably would want that.
We need that. We need that.
It's on the leads to take initiative to do that.
We need what do they call walk-throughs, whatever. We need that. We need better production. We need lights, like. Dim the lights when the battle rapper's coming out. Have one light shining on that battle rapper that you're announcing. Then have a light shining on the other. Step up the production.
Listen, I'm gonna speak for myself. I wanted to do that. I tried that as well. It's kind of hard, but like I said, you just have to take an initiative to want to do that. The extra mile to want to do that, to make it look presentable to the public. To be like, okay, they look like they doing something. You know how many people done told me, yo, you got a boxing ring, man. Make these girls come out from the back and go down the aisle and then jump in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that hundreds of times. I've even tried it. You know what I'm saying? I've trial and error. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I don't want to say it's either laziness that I didn't continue to do that, but production, like you said, is absolutely right. You know, production is everything for what your eyeballs are seeing on that camera to be like, oh, this is great showmanship. This is beautiful. We love when Steve Austin comes down that aisle. We love when The Rock comes down that aisle shaking his head and says, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can you smell? Like, you know, catchphrases, walk down the aisles, like characteristics. All that comes with what you're seeing on the screen.
Because my thing is, we've already seen the best battles. We've already heard great bars. Every fan has seen that already.
What else can you give us? Give us something.
Give us something new.
Shit.
And this band is a step in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
Band looks totally great. The way it's shot, I love that. So that's stepping up the production. We need more stuff like that.
I'm going to tell you what's going to change the game possibly. And I even want to do this. So you got it from here, you got it from me, if you even do it. They should do documentation before the battle, like at least a 10-minute documentation on both battle rappers.
Yes, they should.
On how they live how they live their lives, or what's going on with them and stuff like that, to get to know your battle rapper even better, as opposed to the fans watching what you're watching.
How long down versus Low?
Imagine if they would have did band with Jack Boy Maine for 5 minutes talking about, you know, going through his hood, talking his talk, just getting to know who Jack Boy really is. And then you go to Steams, you go to Brooklyn, you walk with Steams on the Brooklyn Bridge, he talking how he talking and shit, and it leads into the battle. You'll be a little bit more invested in the battle. The battle is dope, but imagine how much more mentally you'll be invested within that battle.
Yes, you would. I like that idea, and I said that again. I said that about the trailers. The trailers, when you watch pay-per-view, there should be, like you said, there should be some documenting something, 10 minutes at tops, about leading up to the battle. As a battle rap fan, when I'm watching the pay-per-view, I might have not caught everything that was done. I may not have known that this guy said this on Twitter. I may have not known this guy. But when I actually pay my money for the pay-per-view, there's footage leading up to the battle. Tail of the tape, they call it in boxing. There's something leading up to the battle.
It shows everything that's been said.
Let's get even deeper. A Netflix, a Hulu, or Amazon Prime, one of these cable shows or something like these streamers need to invest in something with what we do. Because
they need to invest? Why do they need to invest?
They need to invest because, I'm telling you, it's different content towards a different audience, to a different demographics. We can catch the 14 to 40 age demographic, the 18 to 40, whatever you want to call it, male and female. We just need production dollars to make that production happen and do 13 episodes of documentary footage including within the battle, so people can binge watch off of what we do, because it's all about stories, interest of stories of the performers, of who they are, the brands that's bringing you the product. It's all about that. If we can find a way for the viewers and our fan base to get into that, we'll capture a whole new audience, and we're built within the fan base we already have.
Okay. All right, let me just go step back a few to what y'all said before that. People are being invested into the battle raps. I'm not attacking you. I see you get in the defense. You go on the defense. Like you ready for a punch. I'm not attacking you on this one. But that's a fact. We got to be more invested into the battle rap, is what they're saying. Like you said, what they said prior. Let's say, do you believe that this battle between Steams and Jack Boy is better than Jim's and Tech Nine? Gotta go put you on the spot real fast. Do you think it's better?
No, I'm not even putting on the spot.
Content-wise. Content-wise. Do you think it's better?
I think, to be honest with you, visually, it's shot better.
Okay, but overall, do you think this is a better battle?
I would believe so.
Okay.
I would think
so. But hold on. What battle was bigger?
Tech Nine and Gems.
The weight. Do you know what makes the weight? Because we've seen the entire build-up. So it made a simple line that Gems may have said to Tech hit that even harder. So we need that.
But we're all answering each other's questions. What you're saying is
the
production of that is fire, but the weight of the battle with Gems and Tech is better. But we gotta combine all those elements because you can do all this documentation and battles, but you gotta promote what you're about to bring to the table. You understand what I'm saying? And if everybody gets behind that, listen, let me tell you something.
If everybody gets behind, you don't got a problem with that.
I got a problem.
When you say everybody in battle, you know.
Let me tell you something.
I got a problem with that.
Jay Black,
That's not reality.
Let me tell you something.
Everybody,
I feel you.
come together.
Let's talk about that.
It's not reality. It'll never be reality.
Let's get to here.
That'll never be reality.
Let's get to here. The fans are waiting for one of us, whether it be URL, Queen of the Ring, RB, King and Dot. They don't give a damn who it is. They waiting for one of us.
You the leagues?
So the fans are waiting for one of us to blow. They waiting for us. They waiting for somebody to get behind to take them to the next level. Because if you see a URL, say when they did UFF, you know what I'm saying? The fans they go back and forth with this URL thing, but they still proud of what they do because they're of us. You feel what I'm saying? If URL or say Queen of the Ring was on a platform to say TV or something of that nature, to be able to take it to the next level, they don't get behind that because our success is their success. They want to see that Cinderella story. They want to be a part of that story to take it to the next level.
Story.
You understand what I'm saying? But what you were saying about the leagues and stuff like that, how, we can't combine like Voltron and take it.
We'll never combine like Voltron.
It'll never happen.
Nobody in battle rap.
I just feel like sometimes we don't capitalize on moments, and I'll use King of the Dot as an example.
Mm-hmm.
They had one of the biggest battles last year with Oxymoron and Disaster, and then they didn't capitalize on
Right.
it.
What was they supposed to do?
They earned 100,000 new subscribers. I mean, throw another big event. Whatever was invest. So okay, that pay-per-view did very well, right? They X whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't cash out and run home. You know what I'm saying? The next one needs to try to make the next one bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
How? With who?
It's hard to do when you have a player in the game.
Yeah, you need a player.
To make
We keep saying everything's a league. I'm saying this with all respect in the world, but it was two players and that made it what it was. You know what I mean? Of course, the league played a part in facilitating that, but it was two players.
Right.
Disaster and then Oxymoron.
Yeah, but that was a great event.
So now if you take away both of those guys, why do they make another event like that?
That event was dope.
How do you capitalize and do that again? Without those players.
Listen, I felt
Throw another great card.
I fell victim to that because I made NHB, which No Holds Barred was in 2014. I hit the pinnacle of female battle rap. You couldn't get much bigger than what the hell I did, me and my partners. And it's
I
hard.
love the blazer, by the way.
I feel it. I appreciate it. It's all good.
It's like shiny and
I
stuff too.
appreciate it. But getting back to what I was saying, it's hard to do that because what's next? You got to have a bigger event than what you did prior to. You understand what I'm saying? So with King of the Dot, they came into a place to whereas, damn, how bigger can we get? Or we just going to have to continue to do what we do. Which they will, but it's hard to that's a hard act to follow what they did with Disaster and Oxymoron.
The next event was the rookies.
Thing.
What was it? What's the event called?
Gully versus
Gannett
Gannett
was the next event.
But who want to see that when you had such a big event?
That's what I'm saying. You have to change it up. So the next event, I'm not saying you can emulate.
What if that was all? You see how every league has a plan, a rollout for the plan throughout the year.
Right.
Because you got to plan that much ahead. You got to have this event, then that event, then this event, and that's. I'm pretty sure all leagues do that.
Because
they already had that plan.
Because but you got to change it. Because what happened is
plans are as unpredictable as your battle rappers.
You got to change it.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to change it because at the end of the day, you gain 100,000 subscribers, but then the next event you didn't keep them.
Who do they
You didn't keep them watching because the event just wasn't for them.
But who is King of the Dot going to get to take to the next
Murder Mook?
level to make up what you call it?
There's ways to find out.
You think? Let me ask you a question.
You think leagues just need to capitalize?
You think a Mook will be viable on King of the Dot? Like Murder Mook is here.
Look, I look at RBE. URL has done this countless of times where they've capitalized and done a great event, and then their next event was great. RBE's doing the same thing right now. November 3rd. They look what they're announcing. They're not playing around. It's not. We're not going from Murder Mook, Averb, and then we got one SKs versus this. They're not doing that.
Even though they said they was, but then they
changed
put
it
the
up.
script and
They realized, hold up, wait a minute.
No, RBE definitely felt.
Wait a minute.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They definitely felt like, yo, this is terrific what we did as far as this past event.
Yeah.
We got to capitalize and jump back on it, man.
That's
smart. That's smart.
Calico, K-Shine
do
has been announced. They're
Yeah, that's smart.
we that's what I mean by capitalizing. Your next event can't just be mediocre. Your next event has to be either on that level. So if you can't get Murder Mook and Averb again, try something that's close to that. That's what I mean by
Oxymoron is he's like a 12 million.
I know.
12 million.
Come on.
Do you get another
Let's not
Russian?
be safe. Let's not
Did
be
you
safe.
get another Russian?
Let's not be safe, J Black. Let's not play this safe. Keep it 100. You think after the Oxymoron, you think King of the Dot was in trouble after that? Like they hit the glass ceiling, like trouble as far as what we're gonna do from here. Like we got so big to the point where we got like 10 million views off this cat. What's next? Are they gonna even accept rich, poor rich, or what's his name? P with Shotty P.
Shotty P.
You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna accept all these dudes that they've been putting on after this oxymoron thing that just happened?
I don't know what's going on with King of the Dot. You know, it just seems like they're not.
They have a decade event coming up. I will
Shout out
say
to the decade event. That's gonna be dope.
Sharon
This
is betting
year-
$200,000.
I see the foolishness behind it, Sharon.
Still with the 200,000,
year-
they was trying to give that 200,000 away.
This year there
They
hasn't
don't have
been
better than
that much. There hasn't
Who's
been
gonna
that
bet
much
Sharon
from
200,000?
Right.
this year. It hasn't been that much from King of the Dot this year,
Right.
and they got their battlers are battling on other leagues. Pat Stay, RBE.
No,
Head Ice.
Pat Stay Ben did that.
Okay,
Head Ice.
Head Ice. For the first time ever, the King of the Dot champion has battled on another league. What is going on? So I'm hoping this decade event is great.
Right.
I'm hoping this decade event is
Well,
great.
the fans will tell them if it's great or not.
Because for the longest,
We would know if it's great or not.
for the longest, and I'm saying it now, for the longest, there's been a 1-2, and the 1-2 has been URL King of the Dot. The
Yeah.
1-2 is changing.
past 5-6
The 1-2 is changing. My 2 now is RBE. It's 1-2, and then King of the Dot is third right now at this moment. So it's changing. The landscape is changing.
I concur.
It's changing.
See, this is the problem with battle rap. You know what I mean? And I give everybody know I give the utmost respect to RBE and what they've done this year in the past years.
Right.
So do we simply forget everything King of Dot has done prior?
You have a great point.
From
No.
2009?
No.
From 2009
No.
to
Great
now?
point.
No.
But
Are we
our-
serious?
But you grade them on that year.
But in our culture, is all about relevancy.
That's sad.
Can you imagine if URL is doing what King of the Dot is doing
You
now?
know what? You know,
They'd be number 3 right now. You
I'll
call
be
it for what
sad
it is.
when the next Jay Black comes in with a spiffy and he's amazing. And they gonna be like, who's that? They look at
They
me.
will
They
do
gonna
it.
look down on me.
They will do it.
Say no
They've
more
been-
then.
they've been looking
Say
at
no
it for
more.
a minute.
Say
They've
no
been
more.
looking to do it for a
Say no
minute.
more.
Am I not
Say no
just
more.
being honest?
Say no more.
How-
You're honest on how the community feels, but I'm saying what should be
This
fair.
year.
What should be fair though?
We gotta
How do we forget that?
The same way we give battle rappers
'Cause
rankings throughout
if
the year,
you- if
and
you-
we say this was the number 1 battle rapper for this year, we can do the same thing for leagues. This is the
So
number
for
1
this
league.
year, for this
URL
year, you're
number
saying?
1,
For this
RB
year.
number 2 for this year. I'm
Listen.
talking about this
So
year.
did we do that from
Listen.
2009 to now?
But when you
From
lose,
2009?
when you lose your place, you are in trouble. Something is not happening.
You put DNA versus
Something
disaster
is
this
not
year.
happening.
It's like you replace the
Something
years
is
with each
not
other.
why
If you replace, let's get it hot again. Let's get it hot again. Let's get it hot again.
Listen.
Champions get hot.
Take
Hold
take it from a league owner. That
Hold
keeps
on.
It, take it from a league owner that keeps it truthful within himself.
Okay.
I lost my place. At a point in time,
In 1 year, you lose your place. That's how it goes.
I lost my place. Listen, I was
Crazy.
damn near.
That's crazy.
I was damn near.
Crazy.
I was damn near 2 to 3 behind URL with Queen of the Ring. There was a time when we
Crazy.
was scorching hot.
Yeah,
Fire.
I remember.
Fire. It was URL, King of the Dot, Queen of the Ring, Don't Flop. Where the hell Don't Flop is at? That's it. You haven't even
That's
talked
different.
about
They're
that.
obsolete right
That's
now.
different.
They have
They literally
How is it
closed
different?
down. They literally
closed down.
though.
They're selling their battles.
But that's crazy.
They're back.
I've
but
said years
they
ago.
literally closed down. They
I
literally closed down.
predicted years
It's different.
ago that there was going to be a consolidation within battle rap. I said battle rap leagues are going to shut down because they can't sustain either battle rappers within they stable or financially can't sustain. You understand what I'm saying? Me and my company is just head above water right now. We good. I have got a lot of nice talent. New talent, vets are still there. You know what I'm saying? It's just when and where I want to do an event. Now, as far as that goes, it's all about the talent. King of the Dot just got to produce the talent for people that want, for them to want to see. The people want to see. You can't just have that MC Battery backpack and think you're going to turn the dollar over. Because Organic and them are smart. They're going to want to turn the dollar. They doing it for the culture, but they not doing it 100% for the culture. Like, yo, we're going to do it for the culture and lose all our money. No, they don't. Smart businessman wouldn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So they're going to wait till the right time to present the right event to the people to also turn the dollar over. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that decade comes out. I hope the battles matches are fine. You never count King of the Dot out. They always
I never will. That's what I'm
they
talking
always
about.
come up with some shit. But you're right though. They're a legacy brand. So but relevant wise, they've been pushed over
we can
or
talk
RBE
legacy and all of that.
So-
Blockbuster was a legendary video store. Everybody used it, and then Netflix destroyed everything they had going for
Not in
themselves.
1 year.
They
Not in 1
destroyed
year.
them.
Not in 1 year.
They started.
How many years did it take?
The red boxes
How many
started-
years did it take? It took years of consistency and doing stuff better than Blockbuster.
It took
years.
Blockbuster, and this ties me back into production. Blockbuster didn't spend money into their production. Blockbuster didn't pay attention and say, hey, the world is digital, technical now. No one's buying CDs anymore. No one's buying DVDs. We got to change it. Blockbuster could have been first on the list because their name was already out there. There wouldn't be no Netflix. There'd be Blockbuster flicks.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Let me ask y'all both
If they capitalized
let
on
me
it.
ask y'all both a question. This is how seedy and flip-floppy battle rap is.
Oh yeah.
If I was Joe Smo Blow Battle League, and I somehow acquired Averb versus Lux, and Mook versus, say, Surf,
Yeah.
on my Joe Smo Battle League out of the blue, and presented to the world.
Do you know what happened? I mean, tell me what happened. Who is this guy? I love this guy. He's number one.
Yep.
He's giving us the battles that we want to see.
Yep.
Oh my God, Joe Smo, number one battle. What's the next event? He's number one.
Yep.
Is that fair?
So are we in hostage by the fans as far as the league? Are we in hostage of the fans'
shouldn't be.
wants and needs?
They shouldn't be. They should
But
conduct
it's-
themselves as businessmen and not really pay attention to what we're saying.
But sometimes a lot of leagues
100%
pay
of the time.
attention to the.
Sometimes when you pay, you can't pay too much attention.
That's the gamble,
You know what I'm saying?
right?
Production and stepping it up. We can talk about MySpace and we can jump right into Facebook.
There we
MySpace,
go.
everybody was on MySpace. Everybody's putting their music up on MySpace. Facebook started for the college kids. It expanded and they wiped MySpace out.
It took years though.
But
Instagram
guess
destroyed
what?
Vine.
But guess what? Facebook also, they pay attention.
Instagram was there first though.
So Facebook,
But they
Instagram
adapted.
gained
They adapted.
traction and said, hold up, we have to do something. And what they do, they bought them out. They bought Instagram out. So now Instagram is owned by Facebook. It's all about paying attention, paying attention and realizing, hold up, what's going on here? Production. You have to always stay ahead of the competition at all times. That's why URL has been number one, because they always stay ahead of the competition. You can talk about block battles. You can talk about this tactic. You can talk about that tactic. But at the end of the day, in the world of business, you have to stay ahead of the competition.
I somewhat agree with you, but also you got to remember URL is number one because they had a foot race, ahead of in the game, a foot ahead of the game in the race.
True.
You got to also remember when it was just only Grind Time, URL, King of the Dot, and then I came along. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, URL is the street battle league type thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody was, rushing to and whatnot. So they had, they was ahead of the race.
But they're not number. They're number one because
But they're number one because they're
step
great
up
at
their
what they
production
do.
and they keep it fresh
Right.
and they keep fans interested.
Right. But they-
because like as I talked about Blockbuster and Netflix, Blockbuster was number one. It would be Blockbuster Flicks.
Right.
They could have been the first ones to do that. They didn't pay attention. They thought Netflix was just some Joe Smo company in the corner, and before you know it, they took over. You have to pay attention to what's going
And that's
on
what URL
and step
did.
up the production.
Yeah.
Always.
And I only say that to say, there was very little brands that were out. You know what I'm saying? There's a dog business. You know what I'm saying? We savages here. At the end of the
Absolutely.
day, you know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, yeah.
It's, come on. How many battle leagues you've seen come and go? You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Hazi Roo. He had Block City, great battle league.
Oh, yeah, shout out to him. A lot of the greats coming from that.
came from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Hazi Roo, for whatever reason, is not around. You know what I'm saying? As frequent at all to do anything as far as battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And look at my man Milltown Blow. Shout out to my man Milltown Blow.
Spit That Heat.
That Heat was that South.
He's hosting now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't continue to keep that upkeep, Spit That Heat. Shout out to my man Street Status, DVD. He's still around.
He's still doing it.
He's still doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, not as consistent as he once was. Same thing with Queen of the Ring. I say that to myself. They'll be like, yo, where the fuck Queen of the Ring at? You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, yo, listen, we'll talk about that also.
Yeah, we'll talk about
that. It's just hard to run a battle league, and it's a dog world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, to the resources that I have that, help me sustain, my league, you know what I'm saying? Which is, I sometimes partner up with URL every now and then. That's family. But, at the end of the day, I predicted that 4 years ago that there was going to be a consolidation, and then you're going to only have like a...
Or you gotta cut them loose. Ay, roll the dice, you either win or lose. Baby, fuck all my niggas, ain't no pick and choose. Riding through the bay with that shit on me. Look at you.